What did not say presidential candidates, movements and gestures that they use in public speeches also have a lot to say about them. Anatoly Gritsenko, open hands, and this gesture of sincerity, openness of the person. But sometimes they are addressed to the audience, and this gives grounds to say that it is often a gesture of deterrence, subconsciously fenced off, puts a limit in your personal space, suggests psychologist Anna Prosvetova. To summarize, what gestures the actor and the showman enjoyed the most, it is hardly possible. Since the vast majority of these gestures and stage acting, quarter 95, and the feature films. Mrs. Prosvetova says another reason to make conclusions difficult. Professional actors who have long played by different characters, are well able to transform and to simulate emotions and gestures. From several interviews it is possible to notice that Vladimir Zelensky very many gestures, waving your hands or fold them in various combinations. But unlike the three other candidates, these movements are very diverse. It's my mother's habit. In the speaker, the actor in front of a large audience, such a broad movement needs to be, because it is necessary to fill the space. Because it's an occupational habit, then we see not only on stage but also during interview. The body for him, a tool to deliver information, and especially when the words in a certain topics is not enough, said in comments to BBC News Ukraine Anna Prosvetova. Spalane fingers, according to psychologist physiognomists, can demonstrate containment of inflammation, most likely through the uncertainty and the unusual situation in which the person is located. The president of Ukraine almost always in public speaking, gesturing with both hands. Widely open hands, says the psychologist, in general, a positive gesture, it indicates that the person is sincere and he has nothing to hide. But there is a question, it's a natural gesture, or the result of training technology the right gestures. Perhaps the president was advised to use such movements to deliberately create a positive image, she says. Another gesture inherent to Petro Poroshenko in recent years, it's an approving gesture with the thumbs of both hands, what people call in. But is everything so simple? In our culture, in our mentality, of course, it is a positive gesture. But in general, in psychology the big toe means our ego, our ambitions. If this gesture is often repeated, it may mean that the personal ego for the person, very important, concludes Anna Prosvetova. According to psychologist Anna Prosvetova, public behavior of the leader of the fatherland indicates that she's coached a serious team. She fully enjoys methods aimed at capturing the audience. Although, she adds, sometimes the inherent assisipi. Timoshenko gestures prevail over Drinoveni. Gesture with the index finger of the right hand is really interesting. The pursuit of power man appears in your finger. If a person often uses this gesture, it wants to control the opinion of people who seek power, says the psychologist. The open palm is a very positive gesture, which means that one recognizes the authority of the audience, utterly sincere at that moment. But to say, or is it inherent to Yulia Tymoshenko, it Drinoveni movement, not taken, admits Anna Prosvetova.